Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and today I'm doing a little bit of arcing. I know we still have Final Fantasy IX to finish, however, I still have some grinding work to do, and I'm also still trying to figure out how to do the Chocobo side quest. So instead I decided that I would stream arc this Sunday instead for a little bit as a bit of a gap filler while I get the rest of the grinding work done, and also while I try to figure out how to do the Chocobo side quest, because like I said, I'm still trying to figure that out as well. I'm probably only going to go for about an hour today though, just purely because I might be going out Pokemon going in a little bit, but I wanted to at least try and do something. Hey up, Tuber Chat. Just trying to sort some of this weight out a second. Going to need those. Oh, thank you. So I'm just going to make a little start on my water pen here. I've already got the stairwell put in, and I'll give you guys a little showing upstairs in a minute of what we've done upstairs so far. Oh, I wonder. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, would that work, I wonder? Hold on a minute, I just had an idea. So I've been pondering over how to get this sorted, and I've just had a little bit of a light bulb moment. But I need to put something to the test. Just don't know if I've got any... Oh, I have one. I could really do with a few more. I think I've got enough materials down below though to quickly sort that. If not, I'll have to quickly do some more wood gathering. Obviously I still need to put some railings up here, and I still need to just sort of, I don't know, tidy the edges up here. I had hoped to get more of this done before I'd started the stream, because I actually had planned on doing some other stuff on the stream so that I wasn't boring you lot quite so much with the building work. But I guess I lagged behind a little bit. Yeah, I've completely burnt myself out of wood. Just pop up the hill here and harvest some. That'll probably do us for now. This stuff at the back here is not ours, this is our neighbour, although it doesn't seem like they've really been doing very much. I'd say building wise we've probably done a heck of a lot more than they have, and we've also tamed a whole lot more. Not that I'm in competition with them or as such, but it has been interesting to compare notes as we've gone along, to see what progress they're making. Yeah, I suppose you could say that actually, in theory. Well, essentially we are going to go do a bit of diving shortly. I have some unfinished business to do in the water. I found my way into the underground ocean, where I found some black pearls, which I really wanted, and so far I've made 2 attempts. Both attempts I failed to actually get out of there with the black pearls in tow. Second attempt I almost made it, and then I got jumped by a lot of stuff, and unfortunately, because my Megalodon was such a low level and it lacked firepower, I could not survive. So my plan, once I finish what I'm doing, is going to be to hopefully tame some high level megs. I shall have a swim around and see what I can find in a moment. Just dump that over there, don't need that for a minute. And hopefully then get those high levels tamed and then make another attempt at trying to get down there. So what I'm thinking here is if I do this and this, I can always pick these up again if it doesn't work, but just switch to those. Ideally, what I want to try to do this is a pain. I want that to go straight, but it's not working. I'm going to have to not latch it onto that thing. I'm just going to have to put separate pillars down for it. That's really annoying. Maybe I'll be able to do something with it at the end. I don't know. So we go. There. As straight as that. I should just about do it. That's fine. I wanted it to go around the edge of there anyway. I just need to get some pillars over here. This would be a lot easier if I had some scuba gear. However, I have not yet replaced the scuba gear just yet. What we'll do is we want to come out a little bit further because we're going to sort of go around the edge of this, and then we're going to have another stairwell leading down onto it, because the original idea was to have a like a harbour at the front or something. Having to do this literally from scratch because I didn't originally come up with the blueprints for the selfie did, and then obviously we fell out, so it's kind of, where did you come from? level 55, not even worth my attention. However, you are now posing a problem, so I will go and grab the Rex and do away with you. Granted, yes, the Rex is not a water team, but so far it's the only thing that's been able to help me in the water right now. Almost lost this Rex last night as well, actually thinking about it. I had a little bit of a scrap down in the Aberration Cave with a Basilisk. I was not aware that Basilisks spawned on this map. I never used to in the original version of the map, I just don't think they did. I might be wrong on that, it's been a while. The one that I ended up against was an Alpha. It turned out to be a lot stronger than I'd realised, and it did overwhelm me a little bit. Luckily I had two other players that turned up and saw me getting wailed on and saved the day, as it were. So I do owe them big time. Looks like we need our next batch of pillars. Where I wanted that to go. Yeah, eventually what we'll do is once we've got the ceilings going right the way round, in like a C shape kind of thing, we'll put wall panels in at the front to sort of guard against hostile dinosaur invasion, like that megalodon that just decided it wanted to invite itself in for dinner. Hey up, Kaz. Stay still in the water. It'd be even worse if I was wearing flippers, but I'm not, luckily. Yeah, it's cool, perfect. So I just need to latch this one onto here. Oh. Do that. Just go ahead and remove that. Apparently because the water's deep in here I cannot get onto the edge of it like I could earlier. Just get rid of that. Oh. The hell just happened there? Apparently I lagged backwards, that's interesting. Hey up, John. Just crumbs up run out of ceilings as well. Just going to see what spare stuff I've got over here in the Bronto, because I know I dumped some stuff. Okay, so I have spare pillars there, and that's about it. So beyond that, I'm going to have to craft more stuff. Okay. Well, I don't want to bore everybody with my building work. I will finish that off camera, and then the next time I stream, I will show you the finished product. For now, we're going to head back up into base, sort some tranks out and some scuba gear. and we will go and see about finding ourselves a couple of decent mechs so that we can get down into the underwater cave, or the underground cave, I mean. So let's see. So I've already got flippers there, so I don't need to worry about that for now. It's mainly just the tank, so we need fibre and hide. I've got some fibre, and I happen to know that we've got some hide stashed somewhere else. Not in there though. It will be in here. Oh no, maybe not. Oh crap, have we exhausted our hide supplies? Oh shit. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh actually I did just kill a bunch of stuff over the wreck, so... There we go. Ooh, no, oh, okay, wrong button. Yeah, I'm going to need to sort that out. Going to have to fill that little gap up or put a rail in or something to stop me going over the edge of that. We had a similar sort of thing actually back on the old Ark with the original base design. Because back on the stairwell on the old Ark there was actually a already made up ramp that we used to use to get up and down, and then in the end we decided to actually put a proper stairwell in. But there were little gaps, very much the same as that one that I used to fall through until my ex-tribe mate Sarah sorted it. Actually, I don't know that many times, crazy. About 9, that'll do, so I don't want to burn through all our supplies right now. That's crafting. I need to make some new crossbows because the one that I had I unfortunately lost because I had it on me when I forgot my weight's not high enough. Come back and get that in a sec. Do some hide farming at some point. Ooh, yeah. Because the ping's so high on the server, I'm not quite sure what's causing that at present. I'll craft a couple of those. Is that the only fibre that I had in there? Oops, I didn't realise that. Some spare in here. Yes, I do. Next on the narcotics. So we can mention that. Should be sufficient. I will bring the extra stock just in case. We're only going to be on the surface right now. We'll just take 2 tanks, it should be sufficient for a moment. So I'm going to want a couple of these. So I'm waiting to find all that shit in. For the sale, I was thinking I needed it and I didn't. But at least we've got it for other stuff now. Due for imprint again before I head out. For another 2 hours and 16 minutes, we're fine. Right. Bring you with me as well, so that with me for when I find and knock one out. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Very essential piece of equipment, and I almost went out of base without it. Just hope I've got what I need to make it. Just need... there it is. That's what I wanted. I think there's some on the bench. Look. Yes, there is. Perfect. So what I'm making now is a spyglass. Actually, I'm going to make a couple of them if I can. Maybe not, I've run out of hide. But basically the spyglass will allow us to check out the level of a target from a safe distance. It's something that's usually used against hostile targets, so carnivores essentially. If you're going up against a herbivore like a bronto though, you don't need the spyglass because you can just run straight up to the darn thing. But if you're going up against something like what we're going after, which is the megalodon for instance, you're going to want to be able to look at it from a safe distance. See there's a mag over there. It's a crappy level 15, not worth our time. Going down this way first, see what I find. Now see, this is another reason why I want to get some water tames, because down here, as you can see, these little glowing things, they are silica pearls. The last couple of times I've tried to farm them up, I've been jumped by megalodons, so I kind of need something with me in the water that can defend me, and I can't really use the megalodon, not the megalodon, the Rex out here, because it's too deep a water, it can't swim, it will drown. I know this because I had it happen back on Rag. I got very irritated one day, and it was back in our earlier days on Rag. I didn't have any water tames over there because we kept losing them. So I grabbed one of our Rexes, one with the highest melee that I could find, and I went into the water. Granted, I killed all the megalodons, but unfortunately my stamina got completely and utterly burned out, and I couldn't get the Rex back to the surface, and consequently Rex drowned. Get it all. No, there's some more over there. But I might as well grab all of this while I can, since there's no hostiles about. And with it being 2 times, get a chance to get even more. Although ideally this would be a lot better if we had an angler, which now I know where to find the angler fish. I'm going to go tame one of those while it's 2 times. Right, let's continue moving now. Just check the map. To get some stamina. Go here. Now that's worth taming. That's a 145. That's literally 5 levels off of the max. Now, I think we just found our first target. Oop. And of course I can't aim, because I suck. Hello, Vinto. Oh, that red glow is not good. That's very bad. Very bad. I need to get to the surface now. That's going to be a problem, because what that is an alpha. He's going to get in my way. Just double check I'm shooting the right one. That's the right one. I'll have to see if I can do something about that alpha in a minute. Although I'm not entirely certain as to what at this point. It's going to be an interesting challenge. Right now I want to get this 145 knocked out if I can. I think what I will do is get the 145 knocked out, then I want to take a look at that other one which is not an alpha and see what level that is. Just going to get some stamina here a sec if I can. Just okay. The game's not wanting to play nice. Okay. And then since we're quite close to base, what I might do, I mean, it's going to be a dangerous move, but I can't see any other way of doing this at this moment in time, is I'll have to go and get the Rex and potentially swim out with it. Right, where's our target gold? Is that one down there? No, that's 1120, that's not our target. There it is, it's that one. stay there for me. There's a good man. You sit right there and let me knock you out. That works perfectly for me. Shot the wrong one. Shots to bring it down, if I'm honest. He's almost done. In fact, he's swimming away. He's almost done. Generally thought I had him for a second. Beach yourself, that works for me. Alright, I'll go to sleep, buddy. Oh, I'm conscious already. Jesus. Okay, he's unconscious. Right, now we can deal with our alpha problem. I'll leave that megalodon there for now because I'll need to drain its food bar a little bit at any rate to tame it. So the plan is going to be deal with these two interfering pain in the butts, and then we will pull our RG back out of its pod and we will go and farm ourselves up some mutton to get this megalodon tamed nice and quickly. First things first, I gotta deal with these two. And there's another meg over there as well, which I might have to deal with, depending on what level it is. It's a level 20, that can die as well. It's just in the way at this point. Gotta make sure they stay aggroed onto me, because then it's less distance that I have to drag the Rex, which means less chance of the Rex getting into serious trouble. So keep coming. Whip these off. And I'll go and get the Rex as fast as I possibly can. I could have brought the megalodons around the other side, to be fair. However, I didn't want to risk it because I'm pretty sure a lot of our stuff's on neutral right now, so the minute I get hit, it's going to annoy all our stuff and everything will go flying off the side of the cliff up there, and I'm not prepared to risk that. Because that would be a hell of a mess to clear up, and since Holly's not about to give me a hand, yeah, I'd rather not give myself that extra work. Just for the extra melee. Alright, sorry about this, we're actually going for a swim. Where is it? There it is. Come on then, Alpha, let's have you up. To decide what wants to stick its all in. I think you're going. Get back here. I'm not done with you yet. Get back here, I ain't done with you yet. Come here. Dealt with. Now I just need to swim back to shore. Luckily the Rex has got quite the oxygen bar, so it's not too big of a deal at this point. Obviously last time when I did something like this, the Rex was underwater for a heck of a lot longer, hence why it drowned, because I couldn't get it to the surface, and just, yeah. There. Ooh. Now that is handy. That's going to make Holly very happy. 2 Mastercraft crossbows. Beautiful. No more having to hide behind the primitive crossbows anymore. That's brilliant. There's one for each of us. Right, I'm just going to quickly nip up here because I just want to dump some of these tributes a second. I want to put them in the tribe tower over here because what this thing here does is, as long as it's got tributes to fuel it, it basically, as each day goes by up as far as 20, it will basically give us a buff on the resources that we can farm. So as you can see, it's at 2% right now because it's been up for 2 days. But once it hits 20 days, then it will start giving us a 20% buff on all resources that we gather. And it will eventually also do our element that we get from the boss as well, which is another handy feature. Right, so the next job is to go and get some mutton to tame our megalodon. For that, we want to go to the chalk hills, which has become very difficult to do on land because of this idiot here that's blocked the only way in on foot. Well, I could still get through on foot, but it means I have to get my feet wet a little bit. For me now, it is easier to just go up and over on a flyer. Now, what we are looking for is a sheep, or as they're known in this game, ovis. Although if I can find some smaller things to kill beforehand, then I will. That parasol would do nicely. Or is that... no, it's not timid. The reason why I want to kill this thing first is because if our food bar is even the slightest bit drained and we get mutton into our inventory, RG might spoil the mutton and I don't want that. I had that the other day and it screwed up my team. Yep, we got ourselves a mutton. Get your hands off my RG's dinner. Plan, but I'll take it. So yeah, our food bar's not quite full at this moment in time. I'll get that sorted first. There we go. Right, so now we want to find our sheep to go harvest. Everywhere. Such a mess. Is this really necessary to pillar this far out? Come on now. Absolutely redonkulous. I don't understand why tribes do this, I really don't. Is tribe even here? No, now I know why. It's a Chinese tribe. I know exactly what they're doing and they're dicks for it. So, to explain what some of these Chinese tribes do, and they really are knobheads for it, is because there's quite a few of them. They're like mega tribes basically, so sometimes can be like 30 to 40 players plus. They will dive bomb onto a server and they will literally pillar the crap out of everything. And then what they will do is they will charge people for that crop of land. Then they will not remove the pillars unless someone pays them for it, basically. Like I said, it's a real dick move because it stops everybody else from enjoying the game. I know Wildcard, the creators of the game, do generally try to put a stop to it as best they can, but they don't always manage to catch it. It's also why I chose to stay up till 6 o'clock in the morning when the servers dropped, so that I could get my spot before the Chinese could get to it, because I knew what would happen if I didn't. And I wasn't prepared to... oh, there's a sheep that'll do. I wasn't prepared to pay for my spot. And since my spot is a very heavily contested spot, or can be, I wanted to just eliminate that possibility. Dozy map. What do you want? Bloody thing. Right, I've got some mutton, but I just want to see if I can find a little bit of extra just to play it safe. Generally used to find a lot of sheep around here, especially in this corridor. Well, what used to be a corridor, they've kind of opened it up a lot now. It's actually one thing that I really don't like with what they've done. Like, I get remastering it and everything, but to actually change how some of the terrain looks, it's like, really? Just leave the terrain as it is, just remaster the graphics and stuff. You don't need to go messing with the maps themselves. But I don't know, I guess it's their choice. What's that rapid showing me? Oh, Jaguar. The weather detector. Very, very useful if you're going to Scorched. Those rock golems are still up here, because this was another reason why I moved away from this spot, was because up here you tend to get a lot of rock golems. Yeah, there's one. Chalk rock golems, as they're called, and they would get aggroed and then they would come off the edge here, and it would cause me no end of grief. They also spawn in the water down there as well, which is another annoying thing, because they don't breathe. They are literally just made out of rock. They could literally spawn and sit anywhere. I am hoping to actually tame a bunch of those eventually. Probably even put some in the yard sale that we're looking to do at some point. It's going to take time. There's a sheep, that'll do. Sorry, sheep. I need your mutton. Okay, so to speed this up, what I'm going to do is go into here, drop this bar down and click on Teams in Progress, and it should bring up the Megalodon. Why is that not showing up? Oh, there we go, it's just lagging. So I'll click on track that, so it shows me where it is. I can fly straight to it near enough. And then I'll just land on the beach closest to it. And then from there I'll just extract the mutton and swim down to it. Level 20 Giga. Yeah, I think I'll wait for a high level Giga. If I'm going to waste time on a Giga, I'm waiting for a decent, high-level, powerful one, not a crap one. Don't get me wrong. Do not misunderstand me. Low-level Gigas are still pretty darn powerful in the wild. But once they're tamed, their stats do alter dramatically. So like in the wild, a level 20 Giga typically would still have a good 80k of health and God knows how much melee. But that health would drop right down once tamed. You don't get to keep that 80k of health. and I can probably say that the Giga is probably, well, it's one of the two most powerful dinosaurs in the game still. Has been since the game's release. And the only other one that I've seen that can match its power is the Carcadontosaurus, I think it's pronounced. I may have got that wrong, I'm not 100% certain. I'm not very good at pronouncing the names of some of these dinosaurs. And then the only other dinosaur that can really match either of those is the Titanosaurus, but it would have to be tamed and with a saddle on to stand up to them. About, because without the flippers we are not going to outrun them if there are any. This should tame super fast now. Thinly. Yeah, it's tamed. Just hope this one has decent weight in it. If it doesn't pump a few mils into its weight. It's almost tamed, it's at 74% now, and it's going to gain 71 levels. So what we could do now is, while we're waiting for that to finish, we could just swim around and see if we can find any more high levels. That's a 45, that's not good. That is a lot of silicon panels. I don't think I've ever seen so many in one place before, it's ridiculous. Just messing with my gamma controls there a little bit using the admin commands. You used to be able to alter your gamma via a different means, but then they decided it was a clever idea to take that out. So now we've got an admin command instead that we're able to use to change it, hence why I'm now able to see as well as I can under here. Such low level trash. Where are we? There's not going to be much further down there now because that's shallow water down there. I'd be surprised if any megalodons can even get down there. So we'll go back the other way. Using mods on the door there. She does look pretty cool, to be fair. streaming for an hour. Hey up, Chris. Haven't seen you for a little bit on here. How are you doing? He's being chased by a level 100 Megalodon and is in deep crap now. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Where the hell did that go? What broke off its pursuit? That was damn lucky. I think I'll count my blessings right now and just swim to shore and get my stamina back. Oh, don't. I had issues with my notifications. When was it? I had issues with my notifications on Discord actually for the last couple of weeks. I think I've managed to sort it now, but like YouTube's also been just as bad, obviously. I do feel like the way the notifications are all set up is not great. I feel like I may have just really screwed up, because I know that chomping noise anywhere that is. Oh god, that is tamed. Whew! Looks like our Megalodon is tamed. Let's go back and go get it before something else beats us to it. And then once I've got it, I want to go and have a look down the other end of the lake and just see if there's any high level stuff down that end a sec before I start looking at going into the underwater tunnel. Plus it'll give me an opportunity to just kill a few bits along the way to get a few level ups, so that our Megalodon is prepared and ready to go for when we get down there. Granted, I would have preferred to have a better saddle than a primitive, but sometimes you just have to roll with what you've got. Miss my tech suit as well, quite frankly. However, I had to leave my tech suit back on Ragnarok in storage because transfers are currently locked on this map at present. A bit of lag there because the pin's too high. Come on. You. Come on, put the spyglass away. It's lag noise. That weight's not bad. The mealee's not bad either. This is actually a really good neg. Just want to get the weight up a little bit more because that was one of the biggest things that screwed me last time. And then the rest of it will go into melee and maybe a little bit into health. Before I go toddling off, because I've just realised. Where is it? There it is. I almost forgot I left my RG here. Might want to just grab that and not leave it behind. No, it doesn't. YouTube has got a lot of flaws at the moment, to be honest. There's a guy that I watch called Angry Joe. He's ever so funny, but some of the stuff he comes out with sometimes is so right. And one of the things, one of his videos that I watched, granted it was from some years ago now. However, the issues are still very much there and have not changed. That was the whole copyright strikes stuff. The whole copyright thing is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm not even monetized and I'm still getting copyrighted at points. It's like, how can you copyright for something that I'm making squat on? Because the definition of copyright is when you're taking something that belongs to someone else and you're selling it on, essentially. When I haven't been, I've literally just been doing walkthroughs and stuff, let's plays. And I know from Angry Joe's videos that it's not actually the creators that are doing it, it's YouTube's algorithms that are doing it. And the one that set Angry Joe off and really peed him off was the fact that he got copyrighted for literally a few seconds of video, which it was a few seconds of music which he had actually remixed himself and recreated in his own image so that he couldn't be copyrighted on it, and they still got him for it. So we're scrapping up. What level is this Megalodon coming up? 135. Oh, that's an alpha. But there's a 130 meg behind it. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on that. The biggest issue is going to be the alpha. Not quite sure how best to deal with this one. Because there's another Megalodon over there as well. Guarantee that's going to get dragged into the fight as well. So they're still latching on to me. Separate the alpha out, taking one right. Separating the alpha next is the biggest issue. As much as I want that 130, I might just have to kill it. If the alpha wasn't there, it would be different, but because there's an alpha involved, it's kind of screwing things up. Right, what I'm going to do is place the Rex there, because I'm going to want the Rex to give me a hand in a second. I mean, if I can save the 130, then great. If not, well, it is what it is. Damn, I just gained a whole bunch of levels as well. That's pretty darn gnarly. It's lagging me, I can't get off. There we go. Oops. Oop, I forgot my tank had broken. Whoops. I goofed up a bit there. What have we got here? That's just a normal megalodon, isn't it? Oh, I could have a look actually. Ah, these dolphins are really annoying. Oh, actually, wait a minute. There is something in there worth keeping. I'll take those teeth for the tribe tower. And we could also stick that in as well. Vertebrae. Place it on a trophy rack. Okay. Interesting. Right. First things first, let me get this Rex back out of the water because it's done its job. It killed the alpha for us, or helped to kill the alpha, more accurate. And now we'll continue our voyage over this way and see what else we can find, although my Megalodon is a little bit battered, it should heal in no time. If push comes to shove, I'll just have the Rex kill a bunch of stuff on land, then I'll force feed it quickly. Won't take very long. Ah! 145. Beautiful. Find a decent level 1 and of course another Megalodon pokes its nose in. Why would I expect anything different? Right, first things first, gotta move this Megalodon out of harm's way because it's still damaged and I ain't risking it. So I will drop Meg back to shore and I will go for a swim. I've got 2 Mastercraft crossbows now. I was going to give the other one to Holly, but I might have to hold off on that for a moment. 40 should be way more than enough to drop the darn thing. It's going to kick some ass. Once I get this one tamed, that should be adequate for going down into the tunnel, I reckon. Especially since I believe they'll be mate boosted, because I think our other one's a male. So we'll actually have a decent breeding pair too, which is handy. There they are. That's our girl that we want. And what level is that other pain in the ass that butted in? A scrawly level 20. Okay. Come on. Oh, jelly. Stay out of this jellyfish. So for those of you that don't know, that little jellyfish thing there is my most hated creature in all of Ark. Literally my most hated. It pisses me off to no end. with its horrible paralysis. I have lost so many water teams to those bloody things because they've snuck up on me and have literally screwed my arse over. And then my ex-tribe friend, she thought it was funny one day to create a taxidermy of said jellyfish and stuck it in front of our building just to annoy me. She didn't to swear she did. She thought it was very amusing at the time. Back on the island, that was. That is kind of handy because now I can use my megalodon to kill it when it's not conscious, so it kind of works in my favour. One-on-one this thing. Sorry about that, Meg. I did not mean for it to chase me that far in. Right, now, where did our girl go? Is it? Couldn't have got that far away. What the heck? Oh, hold on, is that it? Is that our girl? Just spyglass it and double check before I go wasting arrows. Yep, that's our girl. Let's finish this. Find someone else to latch on to. And she's out. So we've got 380 weight, bad, 230, 5,000 health. Oh. I've had just about enough of you now. That's right. Do one. Piece of shit. Getting disorientated now because of that stupid frickin' jelly. That's where I want to go. I may have to go back to the chalk hills and get some more mutton. I'm not sure whether I've got any left on the Meg. It probably ate it all in an attempt to try and heal. Which I might just force feed the Megalodon a second while I'm waiting for that one to drain its food a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't know if you're still watching, Holly, but if you look just there on my camera, you can see we now have a stairwell going down, so we don't have to keep going all the way round anymore. We now have a quicker way of getting up and down. And I've also started working, just swim over here. If this sodding thing would move out my way, there we go. I've also started working on the edge of the water pen there as well, and the harbour and whatnot. Haven't got very far with it though, because it's taking a bit of time getting the materials. Right, so let's go farm up some raw meat to sort the megalodon out. Eventually as well, also put all the materials together for it. I'm going to move this, the tree's just gone down, but I'll move the Bronter and everything out of the way. And I'm probably going to stick our transmitter down here, / battle arena kind of thingy. Really, Parasaur? You're getting brave. Are you sure you want to do it? Alright, fine. As well, and then head back to the meg with the meat that I've got and start force feeding. Oof, that's a high level. It's going to take a minute to drop. It's 130. Take it you're streaming Tomb Raider 2 later, Kaz. Trying to make sure I arrive at your stream on time today and don't actually forget for once. Although I've got to say, as Adam was saying earlier, the notifications on YouTube do not help the situation. Why have I got that? Oh no. That's why. Where you came from, shark bait, I don't know where you're going. Cats? I thought you only had one cat. Since when did you get a second cat? take this raw fish upstairs a second, actually, and bung that in the fridge or something, because we've got an otter up here that only eats fish because it's a picky eater. And I also have a tribe mate who got very lazy the other night and could not be asked to go farming fish, so if she happens to be on and I'm not, at least that way she can just go to the fridge and get it instead. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, you should be fine as long as you just keep them in separate rooms, I guess. Or better yet, ask Holly for advice, because she works at a bleeding cattery, so she probably knows how best to deal with that. I'm playing with you, Holly. Come on now, don't be like that. It was a bad joke. Lighten up. Hey, as I've said before, this community that we are building is for fun, relaxing, making fun of each other as well a little bit, because why not? I also specifically moved, well, when I moved my second stream day from Thursday, I deliberately picked Sunday because it is both the end of the week and the beginning of a new week, so it's the perfect time to vent out frustrations on all the crap that we've had to deal with throughout the week that we've just dealt with. And what better way to do it than to do it with friends and share your frustrations with each other and, you know, get it all out. You got any suggestions on how best to reduce that in future, Holly? Is there such a way of keeping the fights to a minimum when cat sitting? Separate rooms. Need to go get the mutton now for the other thing. Just going to rob a little bit of raw meat off the megalodon here. The problem with cats is they're very territorial. Oops. Button. I will be right back, folks. I'm back. What you got to remember is, you know, that flat is your cat's territory, and you're essentially dropping your mum's cat into your cat's territory, and your cat, obviously, because I'm assuming it's your cat that's kicking up a stink, and that's because it probably feels like its territory is threatened. I mean, I'm no cat expert. Mind you, Holly's got 8 cats, and she has to break up scraps amongst her cats sometimes. Like, she had to break a scrap up between 2 of her cats not too long ago, and her arm, unfortunately, well, not her arm, sorry, her hand, unfortunately, paid the price. Ended up swelling up like a balloon. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It's probably trying to dominate over your cat then, by the sounds of it. Yeah, that's what I was taught as well. See, this is why I always come to Holly for my cat advice, because she knows her stuff. Well, Holly or my other friend Sarah, depending on which one I can get hold of first. I mean, that might be all you can do. How the hell did they get an event Rex? Is there an event on that I don't know about? That's really bizarre. Oh, okay, Kaz. I mean, like Holly said, just sort of, you know, introduce them to each other gradually. They might eventually get used to each other and stop fighting. The problem that you have got to be careful of is not to stress your cat out, because that could cause all sorts of complications. Some more sheep around here somewhere. Might have to build ourselves a greenhouse and start crafting some... Well, not crafting, cooking up some veggie cakes. Ah, there's one. But then when we do find sheep, we can tame root and improve them. Oh damn, that's a 1 click fruit. over, Decorous. I didn't touch you. If anything, I just saved your worthless arms. Now that's interesting. That's a desert plant. What the heck's that doing in the chalklands? How interesting. Why is it every time I find a sheep, there's a bloody raptor chewing on it? See, we've got a similar situation with cats currently in my block of flats, because my neighbour Kay, she's had very bad mental health, and let's just say she's had to go away for a bit. I don't want to go into details because that's private on her part, although technically after the way she slacked me off I shouldn't be protecting her privacy at this rate, but I'm going to be a gentleman nonetheless. Anyway, long story short, she's got this kitten that she bought. She shouldn't have bought it because she was in no fit state of mind to have it. And this kitten has now got fleas, and it's sat in that flat on its own. Granted, I think we've just about eradicated the fleas now, but the point is that cat is on its own. My neighbour Jay can't take the cats on because she's got two of her own. And one of those cats has just had kittens as well, so she has to be careful, because if Mama gets stressed out, apparently she could eat the kittens, which I was not aware that mother cats would do such a thing under stress. That's something new that I learnt recently. Not exactly sure as to why they do that either, but so we're just currently trying to figure out what's best to do with said kitten that's in Kaylee's flat. So folks, I'm just grabbing myself a drink here a second. I'm getting a little bit thirsty. To be fair, I'll probably be wrapping this stream up soon. It is coming up 4:30, so we are getting close to the 2-hour mark. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Why on earth would a mother cat do that to its kitten just because it's not well? Well, right now we're currently arguing a little bit with my neighbour Kaylee, because we're trying to convince her to rehome it, because we have no idea how long she's going to be away for, and it's not fair for her to expect all of us to step up and take care of it, because what she did was she's gone and got herself sectioned, but she went voluntarily, essentially. The thing is, though, she didn't bother making any arrangements for the kitten. She just assumed that we would look at, or told us to look after it, and and then sodded off, which has really annoyed the crap out of all of us. But survival instincts, you say? Well, I suppose that's possible. I hadn't considered that. I think that is certainly possible. Oh, looks like we've got ourselves a fair bit of pelt there to make some fur armour. That's very, very useful. Right, so let's go and tame our girl. And then start having a look at this tunnel. Go and getting the black pearls, and then that will wrap up the stream, I think, once we've done that. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Dang, I'm learning so much new stuff today. Thank you, Kaz and Holly, for the education. It's always good to learn new things. So once this is tamed, I'll quickly nip back to base to grab some extra tanks, because I know one of my tanks is broken, plus I only had 2 on me anyway. And then we'll head for the tunnel and go and see if we can get these black pearls. Oh, so close to taming. One more feed should do it, I reckon. So while we're waiting, let us just go through where these tunnels are. Now, in the water, there are 2 tunnels we can use. One of them is roughly around here, where my death marker is. That one I tried to use the other day, but it was incredibly dark and I struggled to get through it. So I generally tend not to use that one as much. And it's hard to find once you're under there. The one that I tend to use is the one that's just over around about here, I think it is. Actually, yeah, it would be roughly here, because that's where my last death marker was. As you can see, I almost made it out, but not quite. There are a couple of other entrances, one that goes from the aberration area. I think there's like one in a cave up in this corner here somewhere as well. And as for the other ones, I can't quite remember where they are. But the entrance that we are going to be using is the second entrance that I just told you guys about in the water. So I'm going to just cryo this leg up for now until I get to the entrance, just to save myself a bit of time. So if cats and stuff do it, does that mean dogs can do it as well? Or is it just cats, as far as domestic pets go, that do it? So I'm a little bit on the curious side now. Right, I'm just going to empty my inventory here as well. Oh, so dogs can do it then, oh? Actually, that could be as well, thinking about it. I haven't got no other use for it. Just going to dump any valuables in here, just in case something should go wrong. I don't think anything will go wrong as such, but can never be too careful. Well, with the exception of us humans, 'cause I don't think we humans do stuff like that. Going on. Make sure I've got plenty of oxygen down there and I'm not getting caught out again. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, let's go. Just going to pull my map up here so I can see where I am, because the last thing I want is to accidentally go too far. Although having said that, I could use my death marker there. If you look just below my megalodon in front of me, you'll see the death marker. 1,300 meters we're at so far. Someone's built a pirate ship? That's actually pretty cool, I like that. That is genius. I'm actually a little bit, what's the word, not jealous, the other one, envious. That is such a cool looking thing. Come to think of it, I have made a few attempts at building pirate ships myself on here, but so far my designs have all been utter failures. Should be around here somewhere. Put my tank on actually before I drown myself accidentally. That would be a great start, wouldn't it? Aha, I think this is it. Is this it, or is this a different tunnel? I'm not sure. No, this isn't it. Pull up my map a second, see where we are at. Just a little bit further over. There it is. Right. Just going to now go ahead and pull this megalodon out before we go any further. So adjust this to 1 so it stays close. Going to be a little bit dark getting through here until we hit the bottom, but it's literally just a straight tunnel down. Once you hit the bottom bit here, you'll be able to see where you're going, no problem, because the seaweed down here, it all glows. And my other megalodon's managed to lose me already because it's stupid. Go back up and get it. Oh, Christ, I can't see a thing. Trying to get back up again apparently is going to be a challenge that I have not foreseen. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay, where's my flippers? You wait here. I will swim up. I have a better time. See, this is where I wish I had my tech suit, because my tech suit has a built-in... Oh, there we go. See, I think perhaps when I go to come out of here, I'll get off the Meg and I'll go on foot, as it were. Alright, where did you go? There you are. You got yourself stuck. Come here, you dozy Meg. There we go. Right. Just make sure the other leg is following the ends. Oh, there's a lead Sithis down here, go figure. Actually, I think I might leave you alive, just purely because with you being there, it means you're blocking other spawns because of your sheer size, which means better for me. Less hostiles to deal with. Oh, do you know what? That megalodon can stay there. I give up. I'm trying to get it to follow me, it just won't keep up. Probably would have been a lot better if I'd had Holly with me. Here comes the first challenge. Extract those teeth for the tribe tower, because if the tribe tower becomes unpowered even for an instant, it does reset, unfortunately, and then you have to start from scratch again. Bit of a pain in the butt. Kind of wish they'd change that, if I'm honest. This tunnel was. Last time I came down here I literally had one tank and I got back to the Meg, and at that point I had about 3/4 of a tank left, I think it was. And that was when I made the decision to try to go for the Black Pearls, which I managed to get. But because my Megalodon's shite weight, I wasn't able to ride the Megalodon out. I had to go by foot and have the Meg follow me. And then that's when I ran into a couple of Megs in the tunnel, as well as another fish, which is really annoying. It's one of the new ones, and quite frankly, it does my head in. I've actually lost basilos to the darn things as well, which really hacks me off, because the basilos are meant to be the tank of the ocean. But because of my sheer weight, I couldn't move and maneuver the Megalodon very well, like you just saw me do there, where I kept weaving around them and sort of taking pot shots. I couldn't do any of that stuff. I also found out recently that we can actually build down here as well, which is really awesome. So at some point I would like to discuss with Ollie building a underwater water pen down here using vacuum compartments and metal walls and things. But that will have to be probably when the server transfers open and we've got access to stuff that can help us drop the boss fight a bit easier for the element that we would need. Plus we'll need to pick a spot down here as well. There's no rush. Where were those black pearls? I knew they were around here somewhere. Some here somewhere. Or those silica pearls, I can't tell. No, they're black pearls. I can tell because they're darker. Beautiful. Finally, we will be able to have some gene scanners built, which means no more struggling to hunt stuff down that we want to tame. Just so long as I can get this stuff out of here. What's that? Oh, it's something on a dolphin. It's a shame the anglerfish vanish doesn't work on these. Over there as well, by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Check there a sec. Dump this. Which way is that giving you? I'll risk it. I wanted you to follow me, but not that close. Jesus. Twat. Just about at our weight limit now. Perhaps I should just bail now that I've got the black pearls that I came for. Don't want to get too greedy. There's some more there. And there's some down there as well. So I might as well grab these. Get rid of that. I don't need that. Oh, someone's already got a vacuum compartment down here. That means somebody managed to take out the boss to get the other one. That's impressive. It's not an easy feat, from what I've seen. And it's a new boss fight now. Completely different to the one that we used to have here, which was the manticore, the dragon and the ape all together. As well, because I've got more primitives based anyway, and they're cheap enough to craft. Let's be honest, anything that I could get into a fight with down here, I ain't going to win with a crossbow. Not a chance. I got greedy. Hell, at least we won't be running out anytime soon. Stark Industries? That tribe's from our island server, although I never had any personal dealings with them. Huh, go figure. Put that back in your inventory. Does that max you out, or can you still move? No, you can't move. exit to get out of here, which would be that way. Yeah, basically what I'll do here is I'll get out the tunnel and back to base, and then I will wrap up the stream. I need to go get something to eat as well, I'm getting rather hungry. And then of course Kaz will be streaming in, I believe, about an hour's time. Oh damn, I have to swim 3,000 metres, that's going to take some time. Whew. Mind you though, once I get so far down the tunnel I should hopefully bump into my other Meg. Hope it's not getting into a scrap once I get down there, because that would be rather bothersome. Of course, another reason why I'm looking to wrap up the stream as quickly as possible now is because it's going very, very dark here, which tells me there might be a storm coming in. And they were forecasting thunderstorms, so the last thing I want is a thunderstorm rolling in and blowing my power out while I'm stuck down here, because that would be horrendous. And if I weren't able to get back on, it then means Holly has to then come up with some sort of a rescue mission to get me out of here, and that's not going to be a pretty sight, and it's not going to be easy. So yeah, kind of want to get out of here as quickly as possible now. Come in, Meg, I need to restock my stamina a second. Oh, goofed big time. Shit. Of course I came down here with no meat on me. What means I can't feed myself. That has got to be the biggest stupid ass, dumbass mistake I've ever made. Okay, so I have 390 health. Is that going to be enough to get me to the end of the tunnel, I wonder? I'm going to have to hope and pray that it is. Thankfully we're entering into the tunnel now, so hopefully, as long as we don't get too much interference, we should be fine. Holly's streaming Pokemon. That would be the stream that she was going to do yesterday and then she KO'd. blasted men. I need stamina. God's sake. Thank you. Damn. Really should bring something into the game that can reduce the weight of black pearls. Although I don't get why black pearls would be so heavy in the first place. It should be the same weight as the silica pearls realistically, I would have thought. I don't know much about pearls. Alright guys, this Baslo is going to take some time to tame, so I'm going to end the stream here, plus I've got to finish this phone call as well. And I will be back again on Thursday, hopefully with Final Fantasy IX. So take care everyone, see you all soon.